is Tarik Talk. Your host, Tarik Mendez, takes you on a journey with guests from all around the world. Broadcasting around the world. Around the world. This is Tarik Talk.
This is a color study from music video, and then I do this.
This one, right?
Yeah, and I do this when I do, and then I reassembled these photographs. You can see how they're kind of put together. Then I added color because it's a black and white, and then it was a color study for this, and I interpret it, and then now this is on. So when I was in San Miguel, I couldn't get easels, so I painted on brown craft paper, and then I used heavy gesso. And this is a 35mm camera format. So it was allowed, and I think what happened was, subconsciously, I thought, the materials aren't that good, so I don't have to worry about ruining it, so I became much freer, I think, And so, and
that's
then...
what I hear a lot. I just sometimes with my work, when you don't work on expensive things, the work is so much more freer and fluid. Yeah. Because subconsciously, you always have that, this is a very expensive thing, I can make mistakes.
Right. Well, the video that I talked to that fellow, he said, you have to practice. So practice on great materials, So this is, and then this also is also from a music video, and and then it's the same type of wrapping paper that I did on that, and that's another version. And then the swimmers, here in this case, sometimes from the photograph I'll do, a printmaking.
Oh, is this like from your son?
Yeah, this is from I made this series from when he was in the swim team, and I was shooting pictures of it. So here, that one is that over there, and I found out that she was kind of distracting, so I eliminated her in the process of that. And the same thing, this is also the same, really cool. The same instance that happened. So these are all, and then I'll take one subject and just keep on making variations of it. Did
you paint this?
Yeah, that's a gouache. So this is on just paper, and this is a printmaking, and this is a print, and then you come back later on and add color to it, make another print, and this is the drawing. So it's a whole series of these. This one here, let me show you the photograph. I'll bring it over. So this is a series. I look at him. He's got his collar up, pompadour. He looks like he's not really too happy. No. So I did this drawing of him, and I said, this is good, but I don't know if this is really where I want to go. I want to go something that's a little more expressive. Yeah. So I did this one over here. Oh, wow. So it's a lot looser, but it has a feeling. There's something, and it's really interesting. You can still see it, even though it's not really, detailed. And so also this here is the brothers. I call them brother because
it came from that?
Yeah, it came from here. So here's this.
Is it these two?
Yeah, these two, yeah.
Oh.
So you see. And again, he's part of this thing. So, and then what happened was I was painting. I have another piece here. Let me just pull it out. Of the two brothers, is that this one I have inside this. So here I did this study, color study on paper. Yeah. This is where he comes out looking really angry, And then after I did that, I did this drawing. So it's a whole series.
Wow. And do you always keep all of these?
I have because I have been working on the series, so it's all part of, and I don't know, people are really moved by this, So, and this eventually leads to, but each one of them is different, There's a difference between these. So, it's a whole...
It's still like, they're all like related,
Yeah, and it's a process of doing this. So anyway, so when I was painting in Mexico, one of the people that I was staying with said, they look like brothers. So I call them brothers. But it's interesting, isn't it? I mean, and then I do a lot of pastel underneath. And I just like the way the pastel looks, so I left it. It's just part of the process, you know. And sometimes I'll come back with water, and the water will add some dripping to it, you know. And then what happened was, when I did this, I ran out of room for him. And I went, oh God, I gotta do it over again. And I thought, well, you know what? There's something about the compression that's really nice. And the two of them, they look like they know each other because they're right next to each other, but they're comfortable. They're comfortable being with each other, you know?
You know, when I first saw this, what I thought was like the people that built like the Brooklyn Bridge.
Yeah,
that's the vibe I got. And it made me feel like the backstory was like they were kind of like they weren't getting paid, they weren't getting the correct wage, and they wanted to rebel, but they actually, you know what I mean? That's the vibe I got. But that's so funny. That's kind of like a similar scenario.
Well, it's really interesting as you create a narrative.
Yeah.
You saw that and you created a narrative from it, which I think is, you know, I find that's really, really interesting. And then this is this picture of this August Sander who shot this in 1931. And when I saw her picture, this is in a newspaper, a German newspaper. When I was in Germany, I saw this and I know his work, so I recognized it right off the bat. And I said, God, you know, and this in German this says "stay cool."
Stay cool.
So you know, I thought she looked really contemporary.
Yeah.
You know, it's 9 years old, and you know, she's got the cigarette. And so then I did this version. I actually did another version where the dress was blue, but then I just really like the way this kind of works, you know, with it, you know, and it has just enough information, meaning enough shadow, not detailed, but just enough to let you know what's going on there. Yeah. And again, the hand looks like it's not.
I love when you portray like the tension in the fingers.
Yeah, and she's got this real personality, you know. She's very, very confident. But yet, by painting this isn't really an exact copy. It's another interpretation. I just love the way this background. Someone said it looks like one of those French Renaissance, or I should not say Renaissance, like a Rococo period, one of those, you know, but a modern version of it.
I love how you're able to capture like the body language and, you know, the emotion within it.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. This is, you know, and this one is from a music video that I actually did. Here, let me show you. This is the one I did in Europe that I couldn't bring. I couldn't bring with me, and I wanted to do another version of it. So in Photoshop, I saw this music video, and I liked the way she looked, and I made a drawing, so I kind of connected them together in Photoshop. So that's what made me come up with something like this.
You know who that reminds me of? Joan Crawford.
Ah,
like
okay.
At her peak, when she was like, you know, so youthful and beautiful.
Yeah.
There's like that assertiveness, kind of like leave me alone.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
I love how you're able to capture that.
So it's a whole process of doing these things, and it changes from every one.
I love that. Oh, this is great work.
And as I said, and it's really interesting. I see a lot of videos all the time about artists. I love David Hockney, and he was talking about a painting he did of a pool. And I know all his paintings, but when he was saying that, I said, wait a second, I have a painting of a pool. So, and this is oil stick in here, so it allows me to kind of draw, you know.
And that's part of this swimmer series,
right? Yeah. So in the gallery in Mexico City, there's a section in the floor, it's about this deep, that has glass. It's about this long.
Wow.
So the curator wants me to do something with it. It's a challenge for you. So I think I'm going to put the pool in there.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you for listening to Tarik Talk. Follow Tarik Talk on all social media channels and check out the video interviews online.